Hey guys, this is Debbie with Best iPhone Game, and tonight I'm going to show you an app that is completely different than what I usually show you. Usually we look at games and everything, but this time I've got an app for you that's actually more of a budgeting app. It's actually to help you with your money. Now this isn't an app that's really going to help you focus on tracking your expenses like you'll see a lot of apps do. But what this app is going to do, and it's basically this one right there with the little arrow, is called Project Budget. Now what this app is meant to do is to help you manage your money. So once you have your money, you'll know exactly where it's going to go so that you're ahead of the game instead of constantly behind. So let's go ahead and open it up. Okay. Now once you get started, let me back up just a hair. First of all, when you first see it, you're going to see a screen kind of like this. It's going to ask you to put in your account name and what kind of account is it and a balance. Okay? So that's the first thing you're going to. Now once you've done that, you'll also see this little instruction screen here. And this is really helpful because it kind of tells you, what to expect. Let me get a little closer. There we go. So as you see there, it says each account you have has different purposes. So some might be bills, some might be savings, and different things like that. So what you want to do, you want to choose only the bill expenses, savings, goals, spending, stuff like that from the list provided, okay? So as you're walking through this, we'll close that down. So you can go into each one of these things, like church tithes, charity donations, okay? Stuff like that. Let's see. What else we got here? So your electricity and maybe a car loan. Okay, so you just go through each one of these individually, and there's a lot of things here. And once you choose the ones you want, go to next. Okay, and then here's some more instructions to help you out with this. So let's go ahead and read through it real quick. So you want to fill out the details of these bill expenses the first time, just to help you. So go through, put in all your bills, and your bill expenses are the things that you have to pay frequently. You have no choice, kind of like your water bill, electricity, cable, stuff like that. Savings, you want to put your money at whatever your balance that you're going to have in your savings. You want to put that in there so you'll know how often you're going to save and everything. Goals, that information is for things like savings. You have a target, and you're going to have a starting and an ending date. So enter the dates you want to start saving and the date when you want to achieve your goal, and it'll kind of figure it out for you. And spending. And spending items are optional for those of us who want to budget your categories such as gifts, restaurants, etc., etc. Okay? So we will go ahead and close that window. There we go. Okay? And now we can go into each one of these, and let's say, for example, electricity. Okay, now it's asking you, how much are of this bill? So say, for example, your electricity, maybe it's $39. How often? Let's see, we'll say that's, but we say that's weekly. There we go. Okay. And then you can choose automatic payments or not, and choose your next due date. It kind of works it out for you. Reminders, it'll give you reminders if you want to have that. Okay. Save that information, then go to the next one. Car loan. How much is your car loan? Go ahead, enter it in. It's a bill, and let's say your car loan is $350. And how often? Monthly. Okay, we'll save that. Church tithing. We'll say that is $15 a week. Okay, save that. And then charity donation. Say maybe we're doing $25. Oops. And then that's going to be our starting date. And you can always choose a different one if you wanted to. Say we're going to do it in July. Okay. And then save. Okay. Okay, so we had it. There we go. Change those up, and I think we got it that time. And then save it. There we go. Okay, and then we go next. And now it's going to give us some more information. Step 4. Okay, so now it's time to project your budget. So project budget will now calculate how much should be allocated to each of your expenses based on your next day or your payday, and how often you should get paid, making sure there's more than enough to cover those bills. So a lot of people don't think about this, but this is really helpful. So to best protect your budget, or to project your budget, covering all your expenses, you want to enter how often you get paid, and choose your, if you receive your income sporadically, select a frequency that best suits you. And this program, this app, Project Budget, is going to calculate your expenses to help you figure out what you need. So your real life account balance, which was assigned to cash pile for spending, will now be distributed across various budget items to cover all your expenses. Okay, so let's go see what that's going to be. Alright, we'll close that down. Okay, so our cash pile, and it shows us what we should have, $509.58 to cover our tithing, our electricity bill, our car loan. It's not giving us anything for charity, but hey, sometimes, things happen. So, and then we'll go ahead and distribution must be set before account creation. Okay, so let's set distribution. And that works. We'll do it monthly. Okay, and let's see if we can get out this time. Alright, and now it's going to figure it out. Okay. And so $25. So and then if you wanted to, you can always add new transactions right here. You can start up a new account if you wanted to. And then, just go back to the process we just went through. And then this is what I saw the first screen. Remember when we went in, and I already had this information entered in, your account name, institution, how much your balance is, and that sort of thing. Okay. So this will give you a really good idea of what to expect. Now another thing, right down here, the accounts. Okay, there we go. Come here. Sorry, I'm not getting it to. I'm just not hitting it right. Well, I'll leave it alone for now. But anyway, this app, Project Budget, I think would really, really be helpful, especially for people that are in a bind for money. You're working from week to week. You're trying to keep all your stuff in a row. This would really cut down on a lot of stress. I really like the way the interface is set up. It's very easy. It's real simple. You just enter in the information it asks you, and then it figures up everything else for you, so you really don't have to worry about that. Another thing, it doesn't matter what country you live in, because it can figure up things based on different currencies. So this will just really help keep all your bills in mind for you, whether you forget one or not. This app will help you remember them, and it'll help you from having any problems like, overdrawn bank accounts and that sort of thing, because you're going to have everything in here. The only thing you need to keep in mind is you really have to be careful about making sure when you're going through the first time, putting all your bills in here, your car loans, your electricity, rent, whatever you may have. Got to put it all in there first, and then it kind of takes it into account and figures it all up for you based on that. So it's really, really helpful. If you get a chance, I really do encourage you, give it a shot. I think you'll enjoy it. Anybody who has any kind of money issues, who's not, independently wealthy, I think you could really benefit a lot from using this app. Again, it's called Project Budget. You see it right here at the top. Go ahead and get it for yourself. I think you'll enjoy it. And have a good day. This is Debbie with Best iPhone Game, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Thanks a lot.